All right, y'all, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I got a request for this video, and I had a question that I want to answer, and the question was, in my opinion, which gun would I rather have? The Springfield Prodigy or the Sig P226 X5 Legion? Bottom line, up front, the Prodigy. The Prodigy, hands down, is not even close, man. And I'm going to give you an explanation of why I'd pick the Prodigy over the X5 Legion. Now, when I'm talking about picking the Prodigy, this is my Prodigy. As it currently sits right now in this configuration, this is a bad-ass gun. I do some freaking work with this gun. If you've never seen me shooting this gun, check out some of my videos. I shoot a lot of USPSA with this gun, and it freaking runs. I shoot it very well, very accurate. It's freaking fast. It's everything, man. But that's as it sits right now. That's the trigger, the internals, SRO, just everything, right? Now, the X5 Legion is a badass gun, but I'm having some quirks with it, right? When I first got the gun, you see me dropping a bunch of content on it. I was talking about the customer service video. I was talking about mounting the optic up to it, the first range shots and all that other stuff. And I was talking about shooting it in a USPSA match, but I have not shot it in a match yet. And you're probably wondering, like, man, why hasn't he shot this gun in a match yet? And real quick, I'm going to show you that both these guns are clear. There's nothing in there. No bullets in there. I'll show you this Prodigy, same thing. It's clear, it's empty, no bullets in there. But the reason why I have not shot the 226 X5 Legion in a match because it's not running to my liking. The short story to this is that this gun recoils funny, bro. The recoil impulse is not where I want it to be just yet, to the point where I want to compete with it. Is it jamming? No. Am I having light primer strikes and stuff? No. Is the gun not running and operating? No. It's doing all that. It's just not running to my liking. When I shoot the Prodigy, and I'm just talking about these two guns specifically, the Prodigy is fast. It's fast, it tracks quick, and it is ready to go. The recoil impulse on the X5 Legion, it's slow, bro. It's like when I'm shooting it and I'm behind the gun, it's like I feel like I'm just waiting on the slide to return, and it's really slowing me down, and I'm not liking that. As far as the trigger's great. I just need some more trigger time on it. And you know, this is a 4-way adjustable trigger. You got the pre-travel, the over-travel. You got the weight of it, and then you control, you can set the distance, whether you want it closer to the front of the gun or more close to the rear of the gun, right? And for perspective, I probably got about 250 rounds through this gun, so it's still fairly new. And the Prodigy, I might have like 2,000 rounds through the Prodigy. Like I said, I'm just very in tune with the Prodigy. Now, jumping back and forth, and like I said, I'm talking about these two guns specifically, right? The Legion it recoils different, right? The X5 Legion has a different recoil system. It has like a dual spring system, and I'm not feeling that system, right? I swapped the system out, and now I have a regular traditional recoil system in there, and it takes 1911 springs. I want to say that the gun came with like a 17-pound or 18-pound recoil spring, and it was like I said, it was just making the gun, I don't know, it just recoiled funny to me. It wasn't to my liking, right? Right now, I want to say I got a 13-pound spring in there, and it's recoiling better, but I think I need to throw another part in that gun, and that part is it's about 250 bucks. Once I throw that part in there, I think that's going to put the gun exactly where I want it, and I'm going to be able to run. Now, when we're talking about putting another $250 in this gun, I'm going to talk about price point, right? The X5 Legion in this configuration, right? I'm talking about the Legion Edition Light, the special optics plate from CH Precision, in the HoloSun 507 comp. This configuration right here, this is about $3,000, right? That's how much money I got in this gun, about 3K. If I swap that other part and it does what I want to do, I'll be in this gun for like, you know, $3,200. So that's another thing that kind of made me lean towards the Prodigy when you says which gun would I rather have, right? The Prodigy, hear me when I tell you this, right? This gun, as you see it right now, this is about, let me look at my list because I made a list. It's about $2,500. That's the gun, that's the X300, that's the trigger, that's the internals, that's the mag wheel, extended mags, base plates, Trijicon SRO, everything. This is $2,500. You cannot beat this for $2,500. Now, if you spend $2,500, will you be here? Maybe, maybe not, right? And the maybe not part is I did all my work to my gun. That's where I saved a bunch of money. All the work to the gun, I just did it myself because I was having so many problems. I got tired of it. And I said, forget it. I'm just going to fix it myself. So if you have some basic gunsmithing knowledge, you should be able to fix your gun. If you are having issues with it, or if you just wanted to upgrade it, it's nothing hard. It's a very easy system. They got plenty of videos on it on YouTube. And then you could be in your gun and operating super, super quick, right? Now, a talking point, right? Let's say these guns were the exact same price. In both configurations, they were the exact same price. Which one would I pick? I'd still pick the Prodigy. And the reason why I say I picked the Prodigy, because, dude, I shoot this gun so freaking well, man. I shoot this gun so well. Like I said, if you have not seen me shooting this gun, go back and look at some of my videos. The gun just runs, man. Like, if I grab this gun and I pull it out the holster and I don't have like the perfect grip, not even like the perfect sight picture, and I start pulling the trigger, it's on the money. This is just a gun that I'm just very in tune with, and it fits me well. So that's why I'm saying the Prodigy, right? If you're on the fence whether you want a Prodigy or the X5 Legion, right, the first thing I would say is try to find a range that has both of these guns, or a gun store that has both of them. Put your hand on it. That's the first thing, right? And then go shoot them and see what you like. Now, I like to shoot fast. I'm not no super fast shooter. I'm not no grandmaster, nothing like that. But I think I shoot fairly well. I think I shoot better than the average person, and I do a lot of running and gunning. In my opinion, the X5 Legion isn't necessarily set up for that run and gun type thing. The Prodigy feels like a more run and gun, fast gun than the X5, right? And I know that's kind of weird to say because this is jam-packed with features, and it's got a crazy, it's a heavy gun too. As a matter of fact, just speaking, I got my scale right here. I just want to see something since we're talking about weight. I just want to see, let's go to, well, I'm going to let the thing come on real quick. But like I said, the X5, in my opinion, it just feels like it just tracks slow. So in this configuration, the X5 Legion is 2 pounds, it's 14.6, so we'll just say 15. 2 pounds, 15 ounces, right? The Prodigy is 2 pounds, 12 ounces. 2 pounds, 15 ounces. So the Prodigy is 3 ounces lighter. That's not that bad because this is a 5-inch gun and this is a 4 1/4. You know what I'm saying? So take a ½ inch off, you're only losing 3 ounces. That just lets you know the weight of this gun. This is a pretty heavy gun for 4 1/4. I don't know if it's because the X300 turbo that's on that joint or the SRO or whatever. And the Legion is a heavy gun too, but as you see from the weight, it's only 3 ounces heavier than the Prodigy. Now, when it comes to the X5 Legion, this is just my personal opinion on it. I feel like this is the people's X5. And I'm going to tell you why I said that, right? Because the X5 has a lot of like old traditional roots back to the old German style one, right? A lot of folks had been wanting that gun. They couldn't find them. And they was making a lot of complaints. And one thing I do love about Sig, because y'all do know I'm a Sig fanboy. Sig be making products, bro. They're very innovative. They're going to keep making stuff. They listened to everything that people were saying. People wanted the X5. They wanted that Legion. People love that Legion series. They wanted the comp. They wanted optics. They wanted everything. So Sig said, man, fuck it. We're going to put everything in there. They put everything in there, and this is what they came up with, right? This gun, in my opinion, I think it was created just to please the people, because as far as like it just functioning, I think this gun would run better if it didn't have the comp, to be honest. You know, because right now it's got the shorter barrel in there. If it had a 5-inch barrel, no comp, I think the gun would run better. And when I talk about that extra $250, that's my next step. My next step is to buy a regular 226 X5 barrel and just put it in there so it's going to bypass the comp. And I think that's going to clean it up. Because for some reason, I don't know, this gun just, I don't know. Like I said, it just recoils funny to me. To me, that's what I'm saying. It recoils funny to me, and I shoot 115 grain. Now, some people say you might have to put a different type of ammo in there and all that good stuff, maybe like a 147 or 124, whatever. But I buy ammo by the bulk. I usually buy like 1,000 rounds. I usually buy 115. If my gun does not run 115 ammo, then I don't want it, because I personally do not want to be buying specific ammo for certain guns. That's just me. So I think that barrel would fix that, right? This gun with the 115, it just, man, the gun freaking runs. And I have a love-hate relationship with the Prodigy, man. I made this video and it's talking about the good, bad, and the ugly. And it talks about Prodigy 1911 DS as far as like what I've done to fix the issues, how it's been running, me fitting the trigger and putting in the EGW internals, my experience with the customer service piece of it, sending it back to Springfield, ownership, just like everything with the gun. So this video might be kind of long, and it was a long process, man. If I had to just put a timeline on it, maybe like 8 to 10 months before I got this gun freaking running right. But now that it's running, I have so much trust and confidence with this gun. I would carry this gun. That's how much confidence I have in this gun. I would carry this gun. This is a badass gun, and it just, man, it just freaking runs, bro. It's very, very smooth. It runs. The trigger is on point. It's very short. Man, look at that reset. That's it, man. The Prodigy is like, in this configuration, it is a beast, bro. It is a beast. I will say, if I had to carry something, go to war, go shoot a match or whatever, and both of these guns were sitting on the table, hey, I'm out, bro, and I'm going to do what I got to do. And that's not to say the X5 isn't a good gun or a badass gun, because this slide is actually way easier to rack than the Prodigy. But a part of that is because the size of the slide, the mass of the slide, and then me swapping the recoil system. Once I put that 1911 spring in there, it was so much easier for it to do what it needs to do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can just take this so I can show it to you. It's so much easier for it to do what it needs to do. And that's what I'm saying. You see how long that joint is? And I want to say this is a 13-pound spring. But when this barrel is sitting in this gun, it's about right here. That's where it stops. If I get that regular 5-inch barrel and it just takes it to the end of the slide, I just think that's going to be a better firing system for this gun. And I'm going to have to spend that $250 and try that experiment, because the comp on this gun, in my opinion, I don't know. I don't think it needs it. And it's making it recoil funny, bro. I'm not liking the recoil impulse. Like I said, when I'm shooting the gun, it feels like when I shoot, I'm waiting for the slide to come back. I'm like, damn, is it back yet? You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to freaking go, man. With the Prodigy is so much faster. And the only reason I'm talking about the Prodigy because of that question I had and talking about these two specifically. And This is my carry gun. It's crazy that it's sitting right here. But this has the comp too. This is the X Macro. This little comp on here, it makes a difference. It makes a difference. How much of a difference? It made me buy the gun because I had the 365 XL before and I sold it to get the X Macro. So when the 226 X5 Legion came out and it had the little comp on there, I was like, yo, this thing is about to be nasty. But like I said, shooting it, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it needs it. I don't think it needs it. And I've talked trash about getting the Prodigy ported, but I don't know, bro. This gun runs so freaking good right now. And it's a great looking gun, bro. Man, it looks good. I was shooting the Hollow Sun. I want to say it was like the 508, the titanium one before on this gun. But once I up this up to the Trijicon SRO, I don't know if you can see it, but this is the 5 MOA joint. The SRO 5 MOA on the Prodigy is the perfect setup. Oh my God, it's the perfect setup, man. So I'm kind of thinking what else I need to say about this. But like I said, this configuration, how it sits right now, is about $3,000. I throw that other barrel in there, I'm going to be in it for like 3.2. This configuration, as you see it, it's about $2,500. Now, if you wanted to do a cheaper version of something, let's say you ain't want a Surefire, you wanted like a Streamlight, or you didn't want a Trijicon SRO, you wanted, I don't know, whatever, a Hollow Sun or whatever else you want to put on there. If you take off the SRO and you take off the Surefire, this about $1,700. And when I say $1,700, that's $1,700 with this configuration. That's with the flat face trigger, the internals, the extended mags, the base plate, the optics plate, the toolless guide rod. That's everything. That's the whole system. You really cannot beat that for like $1,700, man. And I had a question before. Somebody was like, well, because they didn't know how much money I had put into the gun. They was like, man, if you spent like $3,000-$4,000 on the Prodigy, why wouldn't you just get a Staccato? I don't have $3,000 in this gun. I got about $2,500 in this gun, right? I've shot a Staccato. I've had some buddies who had the Staccato and they had the Prodigy, and they can't really tell too much of a difference. It wasn't I needed to spend the money to go get the dang on Staccato. The way my Prodigy is configured, the way it's running, the way I shoot it, I have no desire to get a Staccato, bro. Because like if you go in there for $3,000, that's just the gun. You know, I know I'm gonna want a Trijicon SRO on there, so that's $500-$600. Throw a light on there, you know, I'm in it for like $4. So the Prodigy definitely really, I don't know, man. Like I said, I got a love-hate relationship for this gun. When I first got it, it wasn't running. I was super freaking excited about it. Had so many dang on issues with it. Contacted Springfield. The customer service piece was pretty cool, sending it to them, but it did take fucking forever for me to get my damn gun back. And it really, really pissed me off that when I got it back, it still wasn't working. So that's where I took matters into my own hands to fix the gun. But now that it's fixed and running, it is lights out. Anybody that I let shoot this gun, if I talk about the Prodigy and they see it, they're like, oh man, I don't know if I'd get one. I let them shoot it. They be like, damn, that thing nice. I said, yeah, I know, but I had to do a lot to get it there. But as it sits right now, if I had to pick one over the other, I would definitely take the Springfield Prodigy, man. Out the box, no mods, no nothing. Oh, I'll take the X5 Legion all day. Out the box, no mods, X5 Legion. Right now, as I have my guns configured, I would take the Prodigy. And to kind of push it just a little bit more down the road, do I ever think the X5, for me, not for anybody else, for me, do I think the X5 will shoot better than the Prodigy? No, I don't think so. And it's just the way the gun feels in the package. I think the barrel will clean it up, but I don't know. It's just a different gun. It kind of reminds me of I had a Sig before. I had a Sig P227 TAC Ops, and that's the double stack 45. And the girth of that gun kind of reminds me of the X5 Legion. And I did not have luck with that P227, and I ended up selling that gun. That's pretty much the story with that. And I have a couple 320s. Man, I hate to say this. My 320, my Grey Ghost 320, I shoot that gun way better than this X5. And today, Sunday evening, I ran it again, and dude, the gun has been running outstanding. But what you really want to know is, how did I actually do? I'd kind of take my Grey Ghost. I'll take my Grey Ghost 320 over this. It kind of sad to say that. Like, you know, if somebody walked up to me and said, "Hey man, I want to buy the X5." Then the X5's for sale. What are we talking about? What's the price? If somebody came up to me and says, "Hey, I want your Prodigy," I said, "It's not for sale." Even if I got 25 in and they said, "Look, I'll give you 35," I wouldn't sell the Prodigy. That's how bad of a gun this is. The X5, I'd sell it. It can go. That's just how I feel about it. That's it, man. That's all I got, man. But like I said, if somebody asks me this question, which one would I rather take, the X5 or the Prodigy right now? Man, I'm with the Springfield Prodigy. This is the 4 1/4. And like I said, everything is done to this gun. It's a bad-ass gun, bro. But that's all I got for y'all. This is your boy, Mr. Robb Armstrong, and I am out.
I remember, I don't forget, bitch, I'm everywhere in town. Think about the ways to get my bread up.